in the booth. Talking on the board, you know we spitting the truth. Rub and fight hard, showing love for the game. Owls in the sky, play for more than the fame. Play sharp on the field, eager to rise. Leads chants loud, I see a devoted lives. Barnsley Bridge Warriors.
Good evening, we are now live. Welcome to Terrace Talk. Tonight we are talking about Sheffield Wednesday. We've got Mark the Pittsmore Owl, famous on Radio Sheffield for a few debates with me before, and one of my good mates, Stu Whitworth, who's a big owl as well. We've had a lot of banter over the years. So, guys, I'm going to ask you the first question. What's the best describes the current state at Sheffield Wednesday? I'll start with you, Stu, tonight.
Cut off that then. Current state. Nightmare. Living nightmare.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Mark, what are your thoughts about the club at the minute?
Basically, it's just it's one man what's done it, isn't it? Basically, for whatever reason, only he knows. I always thought with something to do with that Simon, you know, when he's asked him to go and get me a buyer, and he got these buyers. Then he asked him for a plan, and then no, the Simon, who is it? Is it 1867 news?
Okay. Yeah.
He's quite big on X. Yeah, well, they went to one of them things, you know, when the chairman talks to the fans.
Yeah.
He basically says, go and get me a buyer. So he's basically done it. Gone out, got a medical thing, but then he's asked him for a plan. Yeah, and I think he's just tried to, he's took what he said, and cast all fan base as one, and like turned against us. My opinion, I might be wrong here, and that's why I think he's thought, I put all this money in to this football club, it's not worth for whatever reason, and now he's just going to destroy it. So it's all on one man. That's my belief. I might be totally wrong there, but why would you spend 170 million, give or take whatever, 10.5 years, don't lie, then do this? I don't know that it's his own business.
See, the thing is, he had no footballing experts around him. Like, I think when he first come in, Howard Wilkinson for me was the man. If I'd have gone to Howard Wilkinson, right, Howard, can you help me out here? How do you run a football club, etc., etc.? I think it would have worked. But I remember when he come in.
It's funny that you said that. I'll tell you in a minute. Go on.
I remember when he come in and he kind of sat down. I think he had Glenn Roder. He had that Pearson guy. I can't remember the Pearson guy. He went to eventually went to Leeds, didn't he? Then Roder dropped out, and you didn't think no of it. But obviously, as we know now, the guy, you can't work with him. He's just. No one can talk to him.
Fucking nightmare.
He's a yes. Yeah, it's one of these what you have to say. Yes, sir. No, sir. Free bag full, sir. If he thinks he knows it all, you can't tell him no. And I look at mess for him because of all this. He's doing this for his club. It's crazy.
So do you feel the club can still continue with the current owner in charge?
100%.
Do you think there's a scenario?
That guy's finished. He won't be able to set foot in Sheffield again for me. Hillsborough. I don't know about other side of the city. They might welcome him with red carpet, open arms, but no chance. Hillsborough, not a prayer, mate. Not a prayer. He cannot step foot back in Hillsborough for what he's done to us. Then people aren't being paid. It's just disgusting. Tea lady, shop people. Come on, players. All right, players aren't being paid, but as a player, you know they should have a bit of money stashed aside and they can lean on.
I still disagree with that, though, Stuart. No matter how much money you've got, if you're working and you're doing a job, you should be getting paid. I think the players should be paid. I think it's even worse that the staff isn't being paid. And obviously, I'm not a Sheffield Wednesday fan, but I can't sit back and watch a football club get destroyed by one man. I don't think it's right. There's real Sheffield people losing their jobs, losing their livelihood, not being paid.
What can we do about it? No one's hearing from this guy. It's like fine. Where's Wally? Where's Chelsea?
And this is the thing.
Where's this guy? He's not spoke to media for 5 years. Radio Sheffield has not spoke to them for 5 years. So where is it? Explain to us. Tell us what's going on. What's happening? We hear nothing. It's It's a joke, mate.
In any other business, you guys, you're the paying customers.
100%.
And an owner should come out and say, you know, people have spent money on season tickets, they've spent money on shirts, and this guy is just putting two rods up to him and say, I'm not going to speak to you. You deserve answers. And I think the local press, they need to get answers. And that's where I said, I feel like, even though obviously I don't support Wednesday, but for me, I feel passionate enough to say this is happening to good Sheffield people. I grew up in Sheffield. I'm from Sheffield, obviously, and I think it's affecting people's mental health. It's affecting, you know, everything around the city. There's a big plague, and I can't subscribe to Sheffield United fans, or at the first, I'd admit, where everyone's getting banter. Yeah, football is about banter.
It's gone past banter now. It's not about banter, is it? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. It's not banter anymore.
People's lives. People. It's even like turning your electric on, turning your gas on, insuring your car, but they've got no money. They're not being paid. So what? So
yeah, that's it. It goes. That's what I'm saying. It goes beyond that. And like growing up,
Lee, can I just say this to you, bro? Do you know, like, banter can go too far? Yeah. I get a lot of stick on social media through United fans. Yeah, right. I get a little bit off Wednesday fans, but mostly love. But you know, when you put yourself out there like I have, yeah, I've seen Tango for years. I've seen him walk to Cop to South Stand, and I've seen fans say things that he's like, fucking hell, look at him, thinks he owns place. Yeah, give him a lot of stick. And I think a lot of it is jealousy. Yeah, and I get a lot of, and I think it's because not everyone's got confidence yet. I've always been a confident person. I've been blessed with that from my parents. Yeah, same with good looks. Yeah, right. But seriously, yeah, do you know, like a boxer, yeah, called Curtis Woodhouse. I used to have a lot of respect for him. And I once had a drink with him at Cannon Pub years ago, facing the old Crown Court in City Centre. A few weeks ago, somebody asked him about Wednesday, and he thought, oh, fuck Wednesday, fuck him. Yeah, laughing things. Then he also put this story at bottom saying, oh, reason I don't like him is when I play for United, I used to get a lot of stick off him. Yeah, and then I ironed 2 or 3 out on London Road after the game, Derby. So I thought, well, we didn't ever hear from this in papers. A professional footballer, yeah, after a Derby game, ironing 3 Wednesday fans out on London Road. He just spoke bollocks to me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I actually went on United's pitch in 2001, yeah, when we hit a free kick. It hit Curtis Woodhouse in the wall and went in the net. I were on the pitch, yeah, and it was in Sheffield paper. Do you know what I mean? No, I think it was Ian Hendon. Yeah, right, yeah. And then I'm walking down Fargate on the Monday. True story, this, on my parents' grave, knockers count, all that bollocks, yeah. I'm only on front page of Sheffield Star in Far Corner, yeah. Violence on Derby Day. I've got 2 stewards holding me. I've got a skinhead, Wednesday scarf on, and a black leather jacket, yeah. And I thought, oh my God. And I'm with my ex, yeah, pushing my daughter around in pram when she was a baby, yeah. That's 2001, yeah. But it weren't violence, it was me just celebrating, yeah. Right, so then, we're going to get back to this Curtis Woodhouse thing, yeah. I never forget. I was watching Calendar a few years ago, and this guy on Twitter gave him loads of abuse. So he's drove to the guy's house, yeah, confronted the guy. He's going to do these roadman things to him. Gets there, ends up fucking being chums with him, going on Calendar and telling stories. I thought, mate, you're not that guy. I know a lot of people, yeah, what are that guy? I've lived a life a long time ago, yeah. He's not that guy. And so when you're talking bollocks, yeah, no matter who you support, it's very easy to see people are talking shy. But some people will run along with it. But a lot of it's down to jealousy. I mean, I'm old enough now, I'm 49 next month. I'm old enough, yeah, to not hate football clubs. I've got a dislike, but I don't hate them. But I think it's hard for me because I've got nice United fans sending me nice things. And then I've got the other side, and all the ones being horrible. I'm sometimes biting because I'm only human. Tell you the truth, I'm pretty bulletproof. Things don't get to me, but sometimes I think, you know what it is, yeah? I think, fuck you, yeah? Of course it's got to be, yeah? So then I put nasty things back to him, like showing when they got 10,000, yeah? And then I'm thinking to myself, but the nice ones are seeing this, who's been nice to me, United fans. So it's very hard. When you live in a city,
it is difficult.
It's very hard, mate.
I mean,
my son
Stuart will tell you, I get some of the most abuse than anyone. I mean, off my own fans. You know what I mean? Like, I put myself out there. Like I said, most of them, when you see them face to face, they're nice as pie.
Yeah,
but online, you don't want to, end of the day, this situation, whether you support Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, Rotherham, it's not right. Yeah,
well said,
and we can't, as football fans, we've got to stick together and say, this ain't right. Like, growing up, I lived in Sheffield, I supported Rotherham, and Rotherham were pony back then, and you guys were good. Like, you had Chris Waddle, you had John Sheridan. I bring this up. I went to the Man United Sheffield Wednesday Cup final.
1991, I was there. I played for Young Girls.
Yeah, £2 it cost.
Full of Young Girls. I went to that, mate.
But
1-0.
I was jealous of Sheffield Wednesday. I'll openly admit it. I never thought I would see the day where I saw Rotherham play Sheffield Wednesday in a league fixture, because you was up there. You know what I mean? Like, to see you down and now playing you, obviously not this season with Dan, but it's kind of a regular occurrence that Rotherham play Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I never in my wildest dreams expected that.
I blame all this on way back to Dave Richards, me. I blame all this. I put all this at Dave Richards' door with the Canyo incident and stuff. Back then, it was £10 million.
That was Danny Wilson, though, weren't it?
No, but Dave Richards told him to get rid of him. Do you know what I mean? Danny Wilson has to do what he's told. Chairman tells him. And then you look at Cantona. When Cantona kicks that fan, what's Alex Ferguson
puts his arm round
him. He knows what he's worth.
A fucking big beast, Stuart. Solid, man.
He knows that.
Big lad, and he's got the turkey teeth and all that. And I'm thinking of getting some of them.
He puts hard work in, though, mate. I'll give him that. He does.
So where we're
I've seen him in his little prep.
Basically, I do blame that, me. I blame him from that. We lost a good player there, and then obviously Danny Wilson got his hands in. Brilliant player, Danny Wilson. What a player.
Shit manager.
Well, what? Some terrible decisions with Cabone, with David Hurst, and some terrible decisions from that guy. So it's been bad. Been bad manager, been bad chairman from years ago. I mean, I don't like talking about United, but United went nowhere fast. Wilder come in. Wilder turned them round. Wilder's made them some money, He's made them some money.
Time he has.
Some signings he's done. No one heard of him. Yeah, they did a score 2 at Hillsborough. They signed some. Their players their academy players are going for 10 million, 15 million. Their players. Have we ever had a player go for 10 million? I don't think we have. Never had a player go for 10. I think we got
the guy who's just gone to Rangers for 2.2 million. He could have gone for 10 million. That was absolute joke.
I think it's about that.
He paid for potential.
Thing is about that as well. Half of that money had to go to PSG. So this fraudster, mug, dickhead of a chairman, who's supposed to be a businessman, ain't got a clue what he's doing. How much money has he lost? How much money? I bet your Rangers would have paid 8 million for him. I bet you Rangers would have paid 8 million.
And he scored 2 Champions League goals already. One with a Perla. He's only been there not even 2 weeks.
What an idiot.
He scored 2 Champions League goals. Rangers fans are loving it.
If it had took money, if it had dangled carrot to Rangers, I don't know, 10 million. Rangers might have gone down to 8. Well, 8 million. We won't be in this mess now. All right, this chairman will still be here, but it's still here anyway.
Lee, can I make a point, please? Yeah, and I can talk sometimes, but that's just passion. I feel very, very sorry for the young Sheffield Wednesday fans. I really do. Yes, but I've got to say this, I watch a lot of things online, like Wednesday Till I Die podcast. Is it James and Matt? I think they're good, and I see other things. But you know one thing, what comes across to me is because they haven't seen it, they've only ever seen rubbish, right? And other Wednesday fans, what hasn't seen the good times, I was lucky enough, I have, I've never, 84 to 2000, top tier football, apart from 91, we won cup, both cup finals in 93, that'll never happen again to a Sheffield team, not in my lifetime, in Europe, but I took top tier football for granted, didn't take the cup finals or Europe for granted, but I think it's worse for us because we've seen the good
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Do you know, like me and Stuart, yeah? I mean,
100%.
I was 14 when it started to get good, yeah? Ron Atkinson Cup. I was 17, 14, nearly 15, the cup final win against Man United, yeah? I was 17 in 93, 2 cup finals. I believe it's worse for us what has seen it. Because, because we can see what this football club can be. I mean, 46,000 went to Wembley, yeah, to watch a League One playoff. You'll get our fan base that little much of hope that made them all over it. But when you constantly fucking for the last 16 years, be honest, mate, apart from 2 playoffs, we've been rubbish.
Shit.
Yet we're still averaging 26, 27,000 with most expensive tickets.
And that's what I'm going to say.
That's what I'm going to say.
£40 a ticket.
Yeah.
I'm still getting big crowds. I'm not being funny now, but who else is going to spend 47, 49, £50 a ticket and still get above 25,000? You tell me what other team.
And this is
after
where
25 years of nothing.
After 25 years of shit. No.
And this is where I was going to put it onto with the local rivals. I mean, if everybody's honest, if you ask Sheffield United, what their biggest game is, it's Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, I'm a Rotherham fan. The team I want to always be is Sheffield Wednesday. That's just me being honest. If you ask Barnsley, they're going to say Sheffield Wednesday as well. If you ask Doncaster, they're going to say Sheffield Wednesday as well. South Yorkshire, you are the biggest club, whether we like it or not, whether we have banter, we don't have banter. But this is my thing. Why is a club that size in this position?
We're also the most successful club in Yorkshire. We're still above Leeds in the trophy stage. Because of one man, mate. One man. Do you know you're looking at paper clippings some years ago? This is a key point, yeah. And I don't say things unless I think I'm right, Lee, yeah. You tell me if you don't think I'm right here. Other fans can, yeah. I was looking at a paper cutting overnight, yeah, and it upset me. Wednesday versus Man United, Chapman scored last minute. There were about 48,000 there, yeah. But this is the point. Brighton, Bournemouth, Fulham, Brentford, we all in League 3, League 4. Getting about 5,000-6,000, yeah. We're pulling 48 in at Hillsborough, yeah. Right? And, now look, so that tells me who's done that. It's all about if you've got a good owner. Correct. If you've got a good chairman, yeah.
I remember Bournemouth.
But with football knowledge, yeah, that's what I said about. You've got a chance. That's what I said about.
Yeah. I remember Bournemouth.
Chansiri, yeah.
With us.
Chansiri probably had good intentions. He come with all this money, maybe what his dad gave him, because he's not a businessman. He's not earned that money himself. No way. There's no way he's earned that money himself. So his dad's probably, here son, get him so much million, blah blah. It's all decided to buy a football club, and he gambled it all. First few seasons, he gambled it. Gave Carlos all that money, spent 10 million on roads and etc. And it's all backfired. But what I don't get is that bids come in for players, and he's not decided to sell them. He's just left the players. And now all of a sudden we're in a mess. He decided to get rid of like Gassama, Masaba.
All team basically.
Yeah, basically.
Apart from Bannon.
Yeah. You know.
So that's what we're going to ask you next about. So do you blame Danny Rowell and the players like Windus leaving when players better than Smith and Windus in Barry Bannon, he signed a new contract? But my other concern is he signed a contract, but is he getting paid?
You know? About Bannon here?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic that he signed the new deal.
Maybe, I'm wishful thinking here, praying to God, whatever you want to. Maybe Bannon knows something what's going on.
Yeah.
And maybe
surely he's got to. Obviously, I've had it on very good authority about this American takeover. What are your views on that? Because he is quite a controversial character, and he has missed payments for players before in the past.
Do you know what, Lee? I'd rather have fucking Mr. Blobby than this dickhead what's in charge now. Do you know what I mean, mate? It doesn't matter. It don't
Are you saying anybody other than Chansiri right now?
You know what? Do you know this?
Is
it this John Text what you're talking about?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. I've got a theory, and I'll just get it to you quick so no Mark wants to jump in. My theory is John Text takes over, right? We can't sign players. They can't be on more than $7 grand, whatever. He's got these other 4 clubs, hasn't he? I reckon he's going to take over. Is it 3 clubs? I reckon he's going to take over, maybe give some players from them, you know, to fill our gaps. Give some, like, I don't know. There won't be loans. I can't see it being loans because if there is teams, there's teams. Do you know what I mean?
I think you can only sign free agents at the minute, I think.
But what I'm saying to you is, if he buys Wednesday, he's got these other teams with us as well. So won't it just be like he can just move players around without being loans or whatever because he owns all teams? I don't know how it works, mate, but that's my theory anyway. That's what I think, and I can see what I said to my mate, which might be funny, but to you, what I said to my mate is that I can see this takeover going through, right? 30 seconds before we kick off versus Leicester. I can see him announcing it on Radio Sheffield. Right, we're about to kick off. Oh, we've got an announcement. Bloody breaking news. I can see that, me. Because that's the Wednesday way, isn't it? That's the way.
Yeah.
Go on, Mark, sorry. Well, go on, Lee.
Mate, you're making good points, man. You've done well. You can't just make a point, say something, yeah? I just want to say my missus, Sharon, and my son, Mark.
And I want to big up my amazing wife, Lauren, my son, Remy, and my amazing daughter. My daughter, Leah, my daughter's, she's 19. She's never seen Premiership football, bless her. It's a shame. I took her to football since she was like 3 or 4. Do you know what I mean? She's never seen Premier football. She does me proud. She referees. She plays for Sheffield Wednesday girls for the college, etc. Yeah, she's a legend, my daughter. So
they have to see us, in really bad mood, like down moods. I would rather have lost home and away to United, probably 3 or 4-0, than live through what we've had to live through this summer. Seeing us club get ripped out. So respect my missus Sharon and my son Mark Jr. because football's a big part of our life.
Of course it is.
I want to look back on something what Stuart said to me. I'm very lucky. I'm friends with Colton Palmer, very good friends with him. He invited me to be his main guest at a thing, so I've gone there to meet Ron Atkinson, probably 3-4 months ago. So I've gone there. Next thing, there's a guy. He scored in the FA Cup final in 1966. I forgot his name because it weren't my era. No disrespect, but I forgot his name. But I was talking to his missus, and she said, "Please don't say I was telling me something in confidence, But listen, I don't think that she's going to lose sleepless nights over this, And I ain't said it since, but I'm going to say it on here, She said to me, that out of Wilkinson, like Stuart said, he even tried to help the chairman. The chairman didn't want to know. And I heard something, I don't know if this is true, that he actually stopped people from going. This is a man who won't listen to anybody, bro. You know, if me and Stuart went Auto Medica tomorrow, and say we won fucking billions of pounds, whatever reason, and I said, let's go and buy a American football team. You know, first thing I'd do, I don't know about American football, I'd get somebody in what does. He had done that.
No, he did that. But
it lasted for what?
They fell off one by one.
And it lasted for a couple of weeks.
Maybe these people, i.e., what Glenn Rodolph said, and the Pearson guy, maybe they give their input. He didn't like it.
So don't like getting told what to do, mate.
Do you remember that woman he brought?
Mate, we did. Who used to be at Charlton, mate?
He brought a woman in.
Who used to be at Charlton, mate? He's not a chairman or an owner. He's what you call.
So this guy,
he's a dictator.
So this guy, correct me if I'm wrong.
Dictator.
This North Stand's closed down. So they've known about this for 4 years. They've known about it being unsafe for 4 years. That guy has had families. He had families sitting in that stand, knowing it's unsafe.
That's what I mean. It is disgusting, and like I said, I don't think there's no way back for him.
Rest in peace, all them fans. That's still a disaster, and he's allowed that to happen at our ground. It was, that guy. Listen.
You can't say the A word on here.
It's unbelievable that. That's just.
I totally agree with you.
I think he's a dictator. I don't think it's like you can't tell him no, man. You can't tell him anything.
I'll tell you a little story, just 2 seconds story for much. Right, I remember working at the casino. I worked at G Casino 10 years ago. I knew about this deal, what were happening, because we used to Manjit used to come in and used to sit at a table and used to put curtains around them. So I knew something was going off. Anyway, as soon as Manjit walked, walked down. I was Wilkinson, Chansiri walked down. So I says, I heard a little whisper. I said, are you Wednesday owner? He went, yeah, I'm no Wednesday owner. And everyone said, you can't speak English, but you can speak English. So he said, shook my hand. He says, you Wednesday fan? I said, yeah. He said, good. I said, you're going to take us to Premier? He goes, no. I pay Champions League for Wednesday. I take us to Champions League. And I thought, this guy off his rocker or what? And he's throwing a lot of money on it, hasn't it? He's throwing a lot of money.
If he'd won the final against Hull,
we don't know where would it be.
But we didn't. But you know something, I still don't think.
It's all lifts, isn't it?
I think we'd have come straight back down because Lee, he don't listen, mate. He don't listen.
Yeah.
And do you know my knowledge of football? It's come from childhood. It takes years and years.
Yeah.
It's done it. It's not something where he should have put somebody in charge who he knew.
Yeah.
Then he should have monitored him after a certain length of time. He said, listen, it's not working, change it. Right. Not him.
Who's this? Do you know this Paxo, what we've got? Who's this Paxo guy? What, you know, it's, what advice?
Yeah, I mean,
Paxo, what advice is he giving him? You know, I hear some bad things about him. I've never heard anything good about this Paxo.
no, I think you're right. I think every good.
It's from Dolby, innit?
What's he doing?
It was an organisation, yeah, Dolby in London, yeah, a few years ago. The guy, is it Matt, off the Wednesday Till I Die podcast? He did a thing on him a few years ago, brilliant. He used to work for this organisation, yeah, what's not no more, in like getting football people to get to your club. And he stopped working for them, and Chansiri employed him basically as he's basically getting players in. So anything what he said, he trusted.
I bet that club's getting paid.
Of course he is.
I bet he's getting paid.
But when something's not working, you have to change it. He hasn't ever changed him. He's always been there.
Yeah, I think every good football club has got to have people that know football in the background.
Some sort of structure.
Do you know when you ask Chansiri a question? You know, the first thing what he says to you is, "Do you own a business?" That's the first thing he chucks back at you. Do you own a business?
What did he say when someone in one of fans forum said to him, "Sell club," and he went, "You sell your house." What sort of bullshit is that? You know what I mean?
Really, is that what he said?
Yeah, said that to someone and do like, you're gonna be shocked at that, aren't you?
Do you know if he'd have put the club up for sale as soon as season ended? As soon as season ended, so you got Danny Roll, old players, you could have said, well, finish 12, a little bit more investment. We went miles behind Bristol. I reckon he could have got 65 mil, maybe 70 million for somebody who wanted it bad. Yeah. But you know, now he's left it, mate. I'm going to be honest with you, yeah. I think he'd be lucky to get 40 million for it.
That's a fair.
But can I just touch on this John Text, though, please?
Yeah.
Do you know, last night, mate, I was so fucking depressed. I've got a little bit of good news because I've been hearing that is in for Wednesday, yeah. Now, if it don't happen, that don't mean to say it's not because he followed us, yeah. That means to say, for whatever reason, something's happened. But I believe he's trying to get Wednesday, yeah? Right? When you sign NDAs, they've been signed for a reason. So you don't get daily things coming up.
Fucking Gasol.
Yeah? You don't get... Has he scored again?
Yeah, Rangers playing tonight. Gasol has scored again.
So that's
fucking...
So that's 3 goals he scored.
3 and 3.
Get him away. Anyway, yeah? We know about old shit, yeah? But you know, somewhere along the line, we've got to start going forward. Yeah? We've got to go forward, yeah? So we're looking at all comments. Oh, into frying pan. And negative comments, a few decent ones. And I thought, why is this fan base so fucking negative, man? I thought, you don't chuck stones to people in glass houses. We ain't even got no windows. There's things being ripped from us. And I think this John Text here would be probably the best owner. Now, a few weeks ago, there was this guy called Tillman, yeah, who worth probably 11 billion. And I thought, oh, John Texter worth 3.3 billion, yeah. He owns 3 clubs. One in Brazil, over 200 million in debt. Nah, they're not in debt no more. They recently beat Paris Saint-Germain, yeah, in that World Cup finals, yeah, thing. And he owns another team, I can't remember, and Lyon. So Lyon is got the debt with. But a lot of that debt was there when he bought them. So then he bought a share in Palace. He tried to buy Palace, yeah, but he didn't get overall control. He owned 46%. He sold Palace because when they beat Man City in final, the first ever trophy in their history, yeah, them and Lyon couldn't be in the Europa League.
Yeah.
Manchester, you know what I mean? So he sold it, yeah. A lot of Palace fans have praised him. So how can you be negative about a guy like that? He can loan us players, yeah, till we get past this situation. Correct. And I'll tell you something now, yeah. I'll tell you something now, yeah. If we get a takeover within the next 4 to 6 weeks, it's going to be very, very difficult. But I believe we have a chance. Obviously, it's going to be difficult. I think we'll go down, yeah. I think a lot of these scores could be really bad, yeah. But if we get this in the next few weeks, I think we have a chance, yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, when you're going to Wednesday, I think we've got a very good chance, Lee, of winning an appeal because we can say, you know what Chansiri did? This is the old guard. Come on, don't punish us on what he's done. And I think there's a chance we can get his appeals off. Yeah, but Sheffield Wednesday fans, stop being fucking negative. How ungrateful is that? I think this guy, he's got football knowledge, tons of it. Yeah, he's thick-skinned, something what Chansiri wasn't. Yeah, beggars can't be choosers, mate. To me, he's the best out there. Listen, I don't know, unless he's some rich Arab what's willing to. Do you understand? But mate, try and be positive. Stop being negative. Give somebody a chance, mate. End of the day, as fans can be too negative. Last 25 years have been hell, so I get it. It's going to be caution, but sometimes, mate, you've got to be positive. That's what I want to say.
Yeah. So what do you think your team's going to look like the first game of the season? Have you got enough players or?
No, we've got 15 players. It's like, we're going to have to get some.
Is that what's contracted now? I read somewhere, I'm not sure if it's quite true, but another player's potentially looks
Max
like
Lowe.
he wants to leave.
Max Lowe's put his notice in. Yeah, Max Lowe's put his notice in. Yeah, I do. I think if the takeover don't go through,
if it does,
it'll be a nightmare.
If it
don't go through, then we're going to have to use some under 21 players, so we're going to put them in shop window. But
do you think you can stay up?
But no, we're not staying up.
Can I ask you and Stuart a question?
No chance.
Can I ask you a straight question? Yeah. Answer it honestly. Do you believe that Barry Bannon would sign a contract, if things were going to remain as they were with Chansiri as the owner in the future? Be honest. Do you think he signs that contract?
No, I don't. I think, because of obviously what I've been told, I think there is a very good chance that by the start of the season, you could have new ownership. And I think he's banking on that.
I've just got a text from my mate saying the deal's close, but Chansiri still wants ownership of the training ground.
But it's hearsay, innit? It's hearsay.
I know, but
a lot of fans, mate, you can't believe anything on social media. You can't. Me and Stuart are very passionate. Everybody's but you can't take anything as read. True.
Do
you know what I mean? You can't do it. So then people, this and that, everyone's passionate. You've got to sometimes take a step back. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He's not selling that football club, We are at the ground, we are at the training ground, period. So you don't, so I ask you a question, Is your answer no? Or is it, so what your answer?
I believe he doesn't sign it if he thinks Chansiri is staying.
Right. And can I check out the news show?
Oh, yeah, 1,000,000%. I don't, come on. Bannon's not stupid. Why are you going to sign a contract and be in this position?
He's got a wife and kids at the end of the day. If you think you're not going to get paid, you're not going to sign.
No, you don't. Listen, I'm not stopping at work. I'm not signing a contract at work. I'm thinking they're not going to pay me for next so many months. No. And not only that, the other teams are coming for Bannon. Remember, Middlesbrough being one of them, I've heard, and West Brom were offering more money.
I know it's a beautiful story, and it was very, very nice. I'm not knocking him. Listen, top respect to Bannon, but that about his daughter crying, tears of devastation, upset about Windass leaving, and then there were tears of joy.
I'm not upset.
I get all that, but in my opinion, I might be wrong. I don't think I am. He don't sign that. If Chansiri is staying, my opinion, I think he only signs that. He knows something. And
it might be his contractual reasons why he can't sell it, because obviously he spoke to fans, so it might be he might sign his contract, but he's got to keep. He can't sell out. Stuff still going through and he doesn't want to spoil it.
I want to ask you this question now, so I want you to answer it separately. So you get your wish, you get a new owner. As the new owner, what would the first thing you'd want him to do as the new owner of Sheffield Wednesday? For me, as not a Sheffield Wednesday fan, I want to see your old owl back as the badge.
Oh, Lee, do you know what, mate? Do you know what?
Yeah. Because that always reminds me of Sheffield Wednesday, not just the badge.
You know what? You know the first thing I want to see? Can I tell you the first thing I want to see? Is that dickhead games off chairs, off that ground.
Chansiri, the Chansiri.
Anything belonging to him, get rid. That's the first thing I want to see.
The irony of that is that's the stand that's unsafe. So it's got his name on it.
Well,
must be a sign.
That tells it all, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? That tells it all, mate.
Stu, would you take relegation now if it meant you having new ownerships?
1,000,000%.
So you could stay up, but you keep Chansiri.
No chance.
Or you get relegated and you get new ownership. What do you go for?
I'll take relegation now with new ownership, and we'll do what Birmingham's just done. We'll smash League One, spend a bit of money.
Cheers, Sharon.
Sorry, we can't spend money, can we? Because this band we've got. But get these players in from his other clubs, like I said earlier. I'll take League One with new owners, 1,000,000%.
Yeah. What about you, Mark? You the same?
Can you just repeat what you said, brother?
Yeah. So basically, you get an option. So you can stay up this season, but you keep Chansiri, or you get relegated and you get new ownership.
Oh, mate, I don't want to go down to League One, mate. I don't. No, just in my heart, I don't want to go down to League One. Yeah. Sort of had enough of that. Oh, anything what we went through at Wembley and all, because of that bastard. I mean, to say, oh, Mr. Zoom call for 45 minutes. What about us? Oh, you got relegated to League One for putting the fucking summit in the wrong accounts and doing it late. We've had to travel to these grounds. The man is just a nightmare, mate. League One, yeah. Even though I don't want to go to League One. Yeah. 100%, mate. Mate, the man's been a fucking disaster.
End of the day, League One, new owners. If we don't, we might not have a club. So, you know, he's running into ground.
Lee, can you feel the passion?
Yeah. And this is why I've got stick off my own fans saying I shouldn't be siding with Sheffield Wednesday and I'm a secret Sheffield Wednesday fan now. It's not. I've always, Stu, you can tell the amount of abuse I got off Wednesday fans when Michael Smith and Icky went.
Yeah,
I was memed all over the internet, for me with Icky and Smith,
Yeah.
But I took it as banter, right? I've always said, and I've always said to you, me and you have had back and forths before.
Yeah.
I've always said I respect Sheffield Wednesday fans more than any. I think you guys stick together as fans. The majority of you do. You stick together, whereas other clubs' fans, they're all divided and like.
Lee, can I ask this to you, bro? It's all funny until it happens to you.
Yeah, and I've been here with Rotherham. We nearly went bust.
Everything
and that's how I know how you guys are feeling now.
To you.
Correct.
You understand?
Correct.
I felt like that watching Rotherham. We nearly went out of business.
Can I just say something about Rotherham, bro? We all respect, yeah? Shit, I'm going to be honest with you. This is the fourth largest city in England.
I don't care about
Sheffield, yeah? But Rotherham, to say to a little town, I think they're punched above their weight. Mate, they've been in Championship, yeah? And it's not for me to judge whether they're a Championship club or not, yeah? But, mate, you have to remember it's a little town, yeah? Right? So I think that they're being punched above their weight, yeah? Now, me, obviously, I was born in Manchester, but I've been in Sheffield for time. So, like, I'm Sheffield lad, Manchester born, yeah? But for me, this is the fourth largest city, right? Yeah? So, for me, we should be in the Premier League.
Wednesday and United.
Do you know what I mean? But one thing I'll say about Wednesday is this, yeah? And this isn't a dig at United, this is just to be honest. I was looking at some of their attendances, yeah, when I was trying to hit back at somebody on X, yeah. And my son says, Dad, why'd you give him time? Just block him. And I thought, you know, something's right, yeah. And then I thought, I'm also offending the nice United fans, but when they were in odd times, they were getting an average of 13,000. You once got 8,000 in second tier when Adrian Heath was in charge with cheap tickets. We're still getting 27,000 to 25 years of hell.
Yeah, I don't ever think it's.
Wednesday, our fans. Sheffield Wednesday is all about the fans. They've got the most loyal fans going, but the negativity gets to me. Maybe it's the 25 years that we've comments
quickly. There's quite a lot of comments coming through, so I'm just gonna run through some comments. So just the point, because I just scored. Oh yeah, that's what you said, Stu. He's just scored. Somebody commenting. Shows the absolute state of it all. Sounds like gravy pack seal. Don't know what that one is. Mark for chairman. I think someone wants you to be chairman, Mark. The council on the training ground, Stu. So apparently, they're saying the council on the training ground, not Chansiri.
Oh, that's great. Brilliant.
Mark always speaks sense when he comes on Wednesday, top man.
What was that one? Say that one again. Sorry, I missed that one.
Mark always speaks sense when it comes to Wednesday as a top man. You need to do what Leeds did, start afresh, build and take the new owners. You won't stay in League One for long, which I don't think you will. I mean, you're too much of a bigger club to be in League One. Do you know what I mean? It'd be a travesty. And I've always said it's like...
I don't think it would. I don't think if we could... Listen, the state of our club right now, we don't even know if we're going to have one, do we?
We have to look at Birmingham.
Players not being, everyone not being paid. People can just walk. People can just walk. I mean, not being paid. Just, I don't think it'd be a travesty if we go down. New owners go down. I think it'd be exciting more than anything. New owners, new ideas, work everything together, and let's see what we can do. League One, let's win League One. Let's smash League One. Let's get momentum. Let's just do what Birmingham's done. I'll be happy. Do you know what I mean? It will not be a travesty.
But the key thing, what you just said there, bro, the key thing you just said there, what you just said there is new owner.
Yeah.
Mate, he has to go. He has to go yesterday.
He's got to go. It's a joke. This is a joke.
Do you know one thing? Let me just get this off my chest and all, yeah. So I'm saying how great our fans are, loyalty, brilliant, yeah. But Leeds did it, yeah. And Blackpool did it. And I can't believe I'm saying this because I told people to go to Hillsborough, yeah. If you're going to carry on funding Chansiri, yeah, seriously now.
He's not going nowhere.
I'd love to meet my mates and go to matches. It's going to be horrible for me. Yeah, my life's about football, yeah. I don't go away like I used to. My record's 92 when we come third. I missed 3 games over the Way League and Cup, yeah. But you can't carry on funding him, yeah. So for me, I'm going to go to the Stoke game because of the protest. No matter what I do, whether I get on the pitch or whether I don't, whatever, yeah, right. And, that would be my last game I go to. And I'm going to that game because of the protest, yeah. Other than that, I'm not funding Chansiri again. People who have got season tickets, yeah, I'd have tried to get a refund. When you're in the ground, don't buy no fucking alcohol, don't buy no burgers, don't buy shit. And that no way to top today, mate. Worst one I've ever seen.
Just rub fucking
don't buy nothing. Go to DHJ because if you carry on funding this man,
not going nowhere.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. No. You can turn your back, do your whistle, whatever. Hit his pocket, then he'll go. Yeah. If you carry on going, mate, yeah, you're giving him leverage to carry on. Period.
We've got a couple more questions. So I feel that if there were more fans in roles in upper management at clubs, then clubs be run for the fans and less for profit. Fair point. The thing is, Chansiri is a businessman. And like you guys are saying, the only way you can hit businessmen is in the pocket.
John's proof of that.
I don't think he is.
I think his dad's just getting money.
I agree.
Businessman. Come on, businessman is just sure he's not a businessman. With Gassamo, he's just let it go for 2.2 million. £10 million player. He's let Danny Rowe go for free. He wanted 4 or 5 million for him last season, didn't he? I'm sure.
He did.
Yeah, well, the German team that offered $1 million for him, right?
And I think that's your biggest loss. I thought he was a good manager, Danny Rowe.
I can't remember what German team offered $1 million for him, and he's just let him go for free.
Do you know when
it's not no business.
Do you know when he first bought Wednesday? He gave Milan Man. No, me, I've got a wicked memory. Yeah, he gave Milan Mandevich this out. No, yeah, man, give him his out, and Milan said, "Look after it." Yeah, and he said, "I get me money from construction." Now, you know when you've got, is it Charters House where you can check businesses, yeah? You go on to Thailand, Bangkok, yeah? You look at his dad's business, his dad's a billionaire, yeah? His son's on it. There's no fucking Dejphon Chansiri there. There's nothing from him there or in businesses, yeah? I think his dad's said, we don't want you in business, fuck off. There's some money, yeah? And he's tried to buy us. The one thing he's done, he ain't listened.
Lee, do me one favour. Don't call this guy a businessman. He's not a businessman.
He's not a businessman.
He's not a businessman whatsoever. Because if he's a businessman, he'll understand how business works and you've got to pay your staff. Do you know what I mean? If he's a businessman.
Yeah, Fraser GL, he says, Germany have a 50+1 rule. It is the best rules implemented. Fans own 51% of the club at a minimum in Germany.
But in Germany, but how realistic is that in England?
The problem with British football, English football, is the only way you can be successful, I don't care what team you are, you have to have the finances to back it up.
I agree. Or knowledge.
it's same at Man United at the minute, yeah. Without Saudi money like you've got with Man City and obviously Liverpool are spending big. Without them funds, you could, no matter how good your recruitment is, eventually your best players will be sold. You look at Brighton; they brought some brilliant players, but how long do they last there? They get sold on to the bigger clubs.
You know that Man United spent more money than what Man City have in recent years, but obviously the man who does the recruitment will want sacking. My opinion this year, everyone's got different opinions. I think the best run club is probably, for all they are, I'm saying, yeah, for all they are, it's probably Brighton and Brentford for all they are. We all want a Man City, someone like a toy, yeah, Bournemouth as well. In Championship, yeah, I've always liked Steve Gibson, the Middlesbrough chairman. I've always liked him. Yeah, but like, these aren't, you know what hurts me, and I'm keep banging on about it all the time, yeah. When I go away, I'm going to these little towns, and I'm thinking, man, we should be playing these fucking clubs. So, over there, I said last 25 years have been hell. This fan replied to me and said, well, mate, I think you're going too far here. You played Rotherham, you played Barnsley, and I thought, fuck me. I was brought up on par with Arsenal and on par with Man United.
And we watched them beat them.
And we beat him, but because he hasn't seen it, and it's what he's had in his lifetime, he doesn't know and he don't understand. You know what I'm saying, Lee?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. People's obviously, some people don't have high expectations. They're just happy to plod along. But you guys are passionate.
We've seen it.
When you've seen the good days,
we've seen it.
That's what I'm saying. When you've seen it,
you know,
it's same as obviously we're watching Man United. I've seen them win the treble. To go and see them win an FA Cup, it's not the same. Do you know what I mean?
You've seen it, haven't you? Yeah. So,
this is it.
But
This is it.
can I just say something? Yeah, what you said a bit ago. So a new chairman comes in, yeah, because I think somewhere along the line we need to bin this Chansiri thing now, yeah, and we need to look at the future. Yeah, we all know what dances. Yeah, one man's destroyed it. Yeah, right. But I want to see the old. This is how you can get fans on board. The old Outback, definitely. Yeah.
Prices come down.
I once pulled Chansiri there. I'm not going to go into it. I said, working class city, put it down, £2 or £3. Big difference in Sheffield. Oh, my overheads, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Just went straight over him. I paid all his heart. He weren't interested, yeah. Put prices down, £2 or £3 at least.
Remember when we did the kids for £1? Remember that back in the day?
Yeah.
How many kids went? Loads went.
Yeah. And because you know what?
Tried to attract the families back, you know what I mean?
Do you know what scares me, Lee? Yeah. It's just the kids as the future.
Yeah,
the future. Now, who can afford to take fucking kids for them prices? Yeah, so we have to get the families back. We have to get the young people back. Yeah. So we need somebody here what's going to dialogue with the community. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
That's
I think
going forward.
I think if we do get a takeover, fingers crossed we do, and this guy's got. I've heard some good things about this guy, right? Yeah, he's in debt and all that, but what's he worth? 3.2 billion?
3.3 billion.
Whatever. But
yeah.
He's got big assets.
He's got big assets. If he comes in and like, right, guys, this is what we're going to do. We need that feeling good factor back again. You know, that like Saturday morning, you know yourself, you're a secret Man U fan. Sorry about that, mate. And obviously, and obviously, Rotherham fan. You know, when you get up Saturday morning and you go to barbers, have a trim, whatever, feel nice, and you think, so, got a match today, got an open today. You want that buzz back.
You want that buzz back, yeah.
We want that excitement.
And that's what the sad thing is. This man's taken that away from so many people in Sheffield at the minute.
Correct. The prices. A reason why, even though Danny Roll, what a manager, did a brilliant job, I couldn't have found. I'm good at match. My son wants to come. My daughter wants to come. Then they want to go to Hillsborough Club, have a drink. Speak to Tango, top lad. Tango, big respect, right? They want to have a drink. They want to have a pie. They want to have a burger. They want a programme. Over 100 quid, mate. I can't afford. I've not got 100 quid. So we have to watch it on box. We have to watch it on dodgy stick. Well, my mate's dodgy stick. I've not got a dodgy stick. Sorry.
Yeah, you ain't got one of them.
I've watched on dodgy stick next door. Sometimes I have to look for a window because it's not.
I've got a dodgy stick.
Anyway, and then it freezes. Sometimes it freezes. And I'm sure his supplier next door is a Sheffield United fan because every time Wednesday matches on, it freezes. Anyway, That's another story. But you can see,
Let's go
what I'm saying,
another
don't you? We want
question.
that-
You need someone who cares about the fans, someone that will reward the fans for their loyalty through the hard times. You need the footballing feeling again and some positivity. And like I said, this is why I wanted to come on and speak to two of probably the most passionate Wednesday fans I've met.
Big respect. You know that.
Do you know what it is, yeah? I started a YouTube channel, yeah, more piss, more out, yeah, but I'm not more than what, so please subscribe, please like. I'm not into what that bollocks me, mate, yeah. I do it, yeah, not for views, just because I like to do something. I get bored. Do you know what I'm saying, yeah?
What about Radio Sheffield?
Right, yeah. I used to go on Radio Sheffield.
They took me off as well, man.
Right, yeah. I think it was just green-eyed monster jealousy. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They took him off Radio Sheffield.
So I went with.
Yeah, well, I got banned into from Radio Sheffield.
Lee, we went to the live.
He went to the
live Radio Sheffield.
The City Hall.
Sheffield. We sat there. Steve Bracknell, what a performance from him.
Nice guy.
Performance. We're all singing Danny Roll. Looking forward to next season. But they've stopped Mark from.
When we were walking out, yeah, they had a new producer on, yeah. The old producer were brilliant. Used to get me on all the time. So as I'm walking out, I went, leave it. He went, nah, fuck it, man. Pull him. So I pulled him, yeah. And he says, was it about that joke, what you made about a Jamaican cigarette?
I made a joke about a Jamaican cigarette.
And he says, oh, yeah. And so I'm like, what, one joke in 15 years? Yeah. But you know something, it was nothing to do with that. My Mrs. Sharon said to me, 5 weeks before that, he weren't letting me on then. Then he says, you sound for new season. I went to him. He's only saying that which is in front of me.
And how many times have you phoned up, Mark, and I've not let you on? He's phoned up.
7, 8.
And they've not let him on.
Do you know what I mean?
So if people ask you where Pittsmore Hour is, Radio Sheffield, they won't let him on.
Because,
so let's have a campaign out there, guys, to bring this guy back.
Mate, I'm not really arse.
No, but he's not.
Well, I got legal letters from Radio Sheffield because I did a podcast about Rob Staten. Right. And he didn't like it. He asked. Yeah. He said I'd no longer be welcome on the show if I didn't remove the podcast. So I said I don't care. People ring up to listen to me anyway, mate. They're not listening to boring Rob Staten.
For me.
Thank you. 100%.
You know what I mean? People used to, and people for months were saying, "Why is Bushy gone?" They wanted me back on there. But the fact is, I don't care about Radio Sheffield. I speak my mind. I'm a passionate guy. Some people like me. Some people don't like me. I don't really care. If people don't like me, that's fine. I'm not here to fall in love with men anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, end of the day, I have my views and I'll have it out with anybody face to face. I'm not just going to type it on the internet. Me and Stu, how we become mates? Yeah. Can you remember?
100%. We had some rape fallout, some problems.
Yeah, we did. But end of the day, we were both men. And
do you know what hurt me, Lee?
And we discussed it like men.
Do you know what hurt me, bro? Yeah. Be honest, 15 years is a long time, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the old guy, producer, he used to bring me back all the time. So when I ring up, I think, I can't get on all the time. Yeah. But he used to ring me up. 8, 9 times out of 10, ringing me for Tango's phone number that I give it him. Then, do you know what? End of the season, they were getting everybody on this video, about Wednesday. So they put a thing out, who else would you like? Everyone put Mark Pittsmore out. So I said, listen, I'll do it, no problem. Oh, we're busy. So he's got this new producer in. I'm not sure what his name is. I'm not sure. Is it Adam? But I might be wrong.
Do you know,
yeah, young guy,
if you're watching this, we'd love an explanation why.
Well,
Mark, no.
I know why.
No, but Mark, we spoke to the guy at the live show. And he said everything were all right, don't let you on. You tried to phone back, they've not even let him on. So I know people miss this guy on radio. I miss this guy on radio. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Mark.
You miss me as well, Stu.
Lee, I miss you. 100%, I miss you.
Someone tried saying to me over there, he says, Mark, it's like watching at UFC. We had no Conor McGregor, Radio Sheffield, yeah. But I was a little bit hurt because I'm thinking, what? All these people, yeah. Like, so Andy Ginnings says to me, you haven't done no to not go on show. Yeah, I am, you know what I mean? Probably, a little bit of jealousy when you put yourself out there, yeah? Whatever,
do you know?
But, Lee, I was upset because none of them showed loyalty. None of them showed loyalty, yeah?
No loyalty.
All of them. So, mate, do I really need to go on that show? No.
You do for you people who are missing your Mark.
Yeah, but, mate,
Forget about them.
I didn't do all wrong. Yeah, so end of the day, yeah, I'm not really fucking arsed, to be honest.
Well,
When I see people, yeah, face to face, so I say, oh, Mark, you're safe, you're a cool guy. Probably, like, might ask for a picture. Probably the same people what a slagging me online. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, that's what I
mate,
get. I mean, I went to, apparently I don't go to the Rotherham games because I'm scared of getting beat up. I went to the Rotherham game. I'm in the toilets and my uncle's there. And a bloke asked me for a picture in the toilet. I was like, mate, don't be asking blokes for pictures in toilets. You know what I mean? It's not giving the right vibe off.
Do
you know what it is, Lee? Yeah, I don't know you from Andrew, but because you know what it is, you've got the confidence to put yourself out there. For them people that haven't, and then people start talking about you. Oh, have you seen Lee, Rotherham fan? People get jealous, mate. This world's full of jealousy.
Internet's very dangerous.
Unfortunately, people don't really know the real Lee. They just seeing you on here. It's same with me, but different. That I don't need two fucks because as long as my family, my friends know who I am and they're nice to me. If you're nice to me, I'm nice back. You want to be
and that's the way I do it. Like I don't go out of my way to be, wind people up or whatever. If people I treat people how I'd like to be treated, and that's how I go through life. If you treat me with respect, I'll treat you back with respect. If you treat me like a cunt, I'll treat you back like a cunt.
That's life, innit? That's how life should be. Not about football banter,
100%.
in general. You know what I mean?
But I think in Sheffield, having two teams, it's very hard. Because Leeds fans, they don't really get it. Same as Sunderland, Newcastle, there, don't you? Yeah, it's close, but it's not the same city. Sheffield, we have to live with his neighbours, and when sometimes it gets me fucking mad. How many people have I offered to meet to level? You know what I mean? In my younger days, I wouldn't do it now. Yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, and my son's having to educate me, saying, "Dad, come on, man." And I'm thinking, yeah, he's right, but because of passion. But listen, I'm trying to evolve with a person. We're all evolving, aren't we? Yeah,
that's it.
If somebody upsets me on X, mate, I'll just block them.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean? So, but it's passion.
It's probably the best. I mean, I've had sort of people block me. I mean, the actual Football Heaven show itself, the Twitter show, has blocked me.
That's sad.
That's how pathetic they are. And I think
that's sad.
Yeah, and I think end of the day, I don't care about going on the show anymore. But the fact is, to be still bitter after all this time, to actually block me. And even the Rotherham journalist, Paul Davis, he's blocked me. But then again, I'm blocked by Piers Morgan and all sorts.
Why though? Why?
I don't know. Maybe I think my views are classed as controversial. People make stuff up about me that I'm friends with Tommy Robinson. I'm a far-right racist and all kinds of weird stuff that gets banded at you.
You know, really, I can vouch for you.
Exactly.
We were brought up.
Yeah, a lot of my family, everybody knows that it's just nonsense. Do you know what I mean? But like online, people just gaining traction.
I'm fed up with all that bullshit. Keep all that bullshit out.
I once had my photo took with Tommy Robinson. Yeah, my mate asked me to go, and I went to just see what it was like. And I'm going to be honest with you, I thought he was racist. I really did. But as time's gone on, anything what he's fucking said's come back true.
I'm
not listening. That's a different conversation,
Just a couple of questions.
Chansiri.
Test Briggs UK, secret Man United fan, love it. He loves Stu's comment that I'm a secret Man United fan.
Man, bless up. He is. Come on, Lee. Admit it.
I do follow United as well, I do.
Lee, good.
I love them both the same.
About that. Listen, guys, if no one knew about that, Lee, I'm sorry, I thought they did. My bad.
I get called a Man City fan because my uncle's a Man City, you know what I mean? Mate, end of the day, to put yourself out there, you've got to have a little bit of thick skin, mate, haven't you?
What's this one?
There's a good comment coming here from John Russell. Rob's had a few fallouts with callers and content creators ever since he won Receding Hairline of the Year 2023. It's gone to his head. That's the comment of the day, to be fair. I do like that one.
I like that one.
Over there, I watched...
I'm Lee's friend and I still think he's a twat. Laugh out loud.
Over there...
That's one of my mates.
Lee still needs to meet for a drink. We've been saying this for about...
Yeah, definitely. Like
over there, I I watched a video of Peterborough United's chairman, yeah, and he was on about Wednesday, and I shared it on my X. You need to get back on X, Stuart, yeah, right. But you need to have thick skin to put yourself out there. Chansiri's not got thick skin. Everything we say about Chansiri takes to war. That's not good.
I like the Peterborough chairman. I think he talks a lot of sense.
Well, do you know what he said? There's plenty of people will ring him every week trying to buy his club. He said them for championship clubs, because of the English game so good, and the Premier League's got all that money, yeah, and razzmatazz. Be honest, they've only bought Man City for like the status and use it as a toy. He was saying, yeah, championship club like Wednesday, there'll be loads of takers. And his opinion were, in 10 years, they'll be back in Premier League, massive club. And I thought, nice comments, but I hope it don't take fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think he's right, because the size of the club and the potential that it's got, I'll always say, I'd sooner see Sheffield Wednesday in the Premier League than a Bournemouth, than a Brighton, than all these smaller clubs that have done well with money.
No. Listen, we're not here to slag United off, even though we don't like each other. It's not about that.
No, it's not about
this dickhead who's running us into ground.
We're all Sheffield people.
We're all Sheffield end of the day, But even Sheffield United manager said something, yesterday or today. He said something nice about us. He hopes kind of thing, like he hopes we sort it out. He hopes it gets all sorted. Nah, 100% Chris Wilder wouldn't have said that. Piggy Wilder wouldn't have said that. You know what I mean? He wouldn't. I don't. Neil Warnock wouldn't have said that. So that Ruben Sellers.
I like Warnock.
So
he did it with banter.
That Sellers.
Wilder did it with nasty hate.
Yeah. So that Sellers, what he said today or these past couple of days. Cheers, mate. Thank you for that. I hope he's going to turn out to be another Brian Robson, by the way, when we come to these derbies. Like, it's all another game. It don't matter. I hope he's going to turn out to be, then we might have a chance. We might lose, 5-0 instead of 10. So
it's going to be a very odd season.
It's going to be a very odd season.
But
we might get points deduction at Lee.
I've heard that.
Is there a chance of getting points deduction?
I've heard not. And I've also heard as well, people also, is it Keenan Maguire? The financial guy. I've heard that we're not looking at a points deduction. And I've heard that if someone wanted to come in and spend some money, we can spend it, because we did not spend no for financial fair play. Do you know what I mean? But just basically, just don't back Chansiri.
No, that's it.
Until we get him out the door. Yeah, and mate, you have to do that. Do you know what I mean? We've got to do that. It's going to hurt us all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So just one platform here. What sort of protest have you got planned at the minute, just so you can get people to go along and sort of help? Is the protest planned or? So people are saying that they're going to take whistles, right? Yeah, and they're going to whistle. So did you say you're going to do this to try and put the game off with the referee the whistle? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And basically, do you think we're going to get the game abandoned like that? Yeah. So I'm not going to diss anybody what wants to do something what they want to do. Yeah. That's up to them. Do you know what I mean? But it's not to me to come in here and say go on pitch. Yeah. I'm not going to say that. Yeah. But I think that's the best outcome. I think they should do it about 3:10. I think they should go online, arrange a time, everyone do it all together. Because let's be honest, the people what are doing the whistles, it's a bit of a coward cop out for not being on the pitch. My opinion, bro. I think you need to go on the pitch, right, and do it properly. That's just my take. Yeah. After I've been to that game, I ain't going again until Chansiri's gone. So they're basically saying that they're going to do whistles. And I think that's basically it, isn't it? And and you're going to do some. The Leicester game, the first game of the season, the away game, the Sheffield Wednesday, is it the supporters group?
Trust.
Yeah, Trust are telling fans not to go into the away end when the game kicks off. So the away end's going to be totally empty. They're going to come in, they're going to wait in the concourse. Then when the game starts, they're going to go back inside. My question to all this, what you're going to ask yourself is that really going to get Chansiri removed?
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Now, the reason why I'm saying the pitch, not saying the pitch because I want to like go on the pitch. I know it's arrestable, but you can't arrest loads of people. It's impossible.
No.
You know when we had that miracle game the Mercury Hillsborough, and they got on the pitch to celebrate. Yeah, you remember when we come back and, from for 4-0 down?
Did I get the fight?
Yeah. Chansiri come out day after and said, that got me a £50,000 fine. That's the reason why I'm saying go on the pitch, because it's going to get him a big fucking fine.
And not only that, I think we should do something before the game, i.e., refuse to come out. Players refuse to come out.
Players won't do that.
No, but
it's under contract, Stuart.
Yeah, but they'll be paid.
Yeah, but mate,
Contract's not a contract. They've got to be
Barry
paid.
Bannon's, yeah, the
Yeah,
captain.
no, you don't know.
But mate,
No, they need to do something. If they don't get taken over, they need.
I think,
need to do
obviously,
so it goes nationwide. No,
yeah, what they need to do is similar to what Man United did when they got the kick-off delayed.
Chansiri needs showing up for what he is, a fucking clown.
Yeah.
He needs showing up. Do you know what I mean? That shit needs to go out to Thailand news. Show him up. Do you know what I mean? So he can't walk with his head eyes, got to walk with his head down. Show this, that's what he needs, showing up.
Did you know today on Talksport?
Yeah, I understand, but we need to do something. If we've not got no takeover, we need to do something. So
he was saying,
it's everyone sees. It's made news already. Now we need to add to that. You know what I mean?
Barry Bannon today, we on Talksport, yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, and they asked him what was going on, and he said, we cancelled the Burnley game because all the news went quiet. Well, yeah, like people have forgot. He says, so let's keep it back in the thing. We cancelled the Burnley game. I think I've read that, seen that right. He says, but going forward, striking, he was saying that they were looking like they weren't going to strike going forward.
Looking like
that's what he said today.
They still could do. If they haven't been paid.
Yeah, they still could do.
If we haven't been paid, they haven't been paid by kick-off. We haven't been took over by kick-off. A lot of people agree with the strike. So do I. We need to go. We need to go.
If I'm a Sheffield Wednesday player and I'm not being paid, I'm not playing.
There you go. We need to be the first club to refuse not to play. Then it fucks everything up. Do you know what I mean?
And the word will go nationwide if the players refuse to play. Because I think that...
Did you see that?
Correct.
What he did yesterday as well, Don Housen, the journalist.
No,
he put something on X last night, yeah? He said that, I can't remember it all, but he said, Chansiri says going forward, yeah, that he wants to remain a fan of the club, but he agrees now he needs to sell. That was last night. Yeah, but I just want to say it all, yeah, whatever Wednesday fan wants to protest in any sort of way, yeah, if someone's not doing the same protest as what you're doing, don't criticise them. No. Everyone should be allowed to do what they want to do.
I think at start, when a few people started getting leaflets out last season, I got told some Wednesday fans were spitting at them and stuff like that.
That's bullshit.
Really?
Someone sparred me, mate.
Are you serious? No,
for
real, but this is what I'm saying. So, because they went on board with what these leaflets were saying, I don't think there's a Wednesday fan out there, prove me wrong, I don't think there's a Wednesday fan out there now does not want this guy out of this club. There's not one single Wednesday fan. And if one fan says there is, the United fans. So
don't be scared about.
Someone's agreeing with Stu. I agree. Chansiri out. Get some fans involved with upper management and get the club back where it used to be. Warnock went on Talksport recently and said he'd manage if he got off. He'd manage you if he got offered. He's got best interest at heart, in my opinion. He generally wants the best for Wednesday. I think he's just a Sheffield football man. And if it was a sincere statement, no sarcasm. I think this next comment is probably a Sheffield United fan. I've heard if this carries on, Ugbo has threatened to score.
That's brilliant. It just carries on. Ugbo's threatened to score. Ugbo scored the other day against Mansfield, didn't he? In closed doors.
I don't mind banter, don't you?
Listen.
United, and this is the thing.
Let's have it.
That's it. We're all football. We're all football people.
Let's have football banter, but don't start taking piss out of people not getting paid and people's livelihoods getting destroyed.
Like you said,
that's just evil. That's not fair. Yeah, like over there, I picked my mate up. We went to watch Thorncliffe play a friendly. My mate's team, Thorncliffe. Went with my son, he's 7-year-old. My mate got it, I'm mentioning no names. I'm going to tell him about this, he's going to watch it.
No, he's 100%
He said to my 7-year-old son, are you going to support them now? There's no Wednesday. So my son looked at me and went, what? I goes, such and such, shut up. And he went, they're going to build a McDonald's. And you're still saying no to a 7-year-old. And then
no,
bang
it's not right. like I say, you two have come across really well. Poppy Rose has said, can see your passion about your club. Wish you both luck for the season. I hope everything gets sorted from a Leeds fan.
Thank you,
So,
Leeds. You know what? This might be a bit controversial, what I'm going to say. I hope Leeds stay up. I don't mind all this weird Leeds bollocks. Nah, I'm not into that. I'm not bothered. Me, I'm only interested in what my club's doing. I have banter with Sheffield United fans, Rotherham, Barnsley, they don't like us for football reasons. I don't care. I'm not bothered with what they do. As long as we can Wednesday can sort it out. I hope Leeds stay up. I hope Leeds beat Man U. Sorry, Lee. I hope Leeds beat Liverpool, Arsenal. I hope Leeds stay up. I really do.
Yeah. No, I've got nothing against Leeds. Obviously, even I just love football. I enjoy watching football. And what I'm seeing currently at Sheffield Wednesday, as a person that was born in Sheffield, lived in Sheffield, it doesn't sit right with me taking banter in this situation. I wish everybody at the club well, and I hope people start to get paid again. I honestly, genuinely hope this takeover happens for you guys.
Thank you.
I'm going to be honest with you,
and I want you to stay up. I don't want you to go down. And I'll get stick off my own fans for saying that.
If that's the only way forward, mate, if that's the only way forward, then that's what we've got to do. Like I said, I don't mind if we can get anything to get rid of that dickhead who's in charge.
Apparently, I'm a secret Leeds fan as well now, so there you go.
In people's lives are that sad, they have to buzz off at other person's or club's misery. I think that's really sad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But you know something, I'm going to be honest with you, it has put me off football. You know, when I'm in bed at night and there's a game off, I used to watch it. You know, now I wait and watch boxing because what's happening to my own club genuinely put me off it. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just be honest with you, mate. We've had 25 years, a long time, especially when you've seen something different. It's been so orderly, seriously.
Fraser JL from a Rotherham fan. Wednesday and Leeds are Premiership clubs. End of. Two proper clubs with fantastic fans. So
respect, brother. Thank you.
So that's from a Rotherham fan as well. Doesn't matter what the rivals think. When Derby had this shite going on, Forest fans hate Derby. But what's happened to the fans was crap. I feel for Sheffield Wednesday. Don't want to see this happening to any club. And I think that's from genuine football people.
Same as Morecambe as well.
Look at Morecambe.
Let's not forget Morecambe. Look at
why is Tyson Fury not bought Morecambe?
Mate, he don't pay his bets, does he? Come on, so he's not going to buy a fucking club, is
that him who said he want to get purse to charity? One of his fans.
Yeah.
A penny. Yeah, right.
John Russell, generally, I used to think I wouldn't care if the Blades went under, but after what we're going through, I wouldn't wish it on any other club.
But Lee, it's been horrible, mate. It's been first thing in the morning, last thing at night. It's been there, mate. It's been horrible.
You know something? I really can see light at the end of this tunnel. I really do think something's going to happen before we kick off.
Yeah, and I generally hope it does, Stu.
I've said this. You ask my missus, Lauren, my beautiful, sexy, loving wife. You ask her, I've said this, and that's what's keeping me going. I do believe something's going to happen. I do believe Chansiri is thick, but he's not that thick to turn the money down what he's going to be offered next. Because if he turns that down, he's going to end up with no. And come on, if he's a businessman, businessmen don't end up with no, do they? He needs some sort of cash return. That's what he does.
I think he's one man, who you can't guess. Because he's talking logic there in his Stuart, He doesn't do logic. He doesn't.
So we ain't got a choice. So
he's going
to walk away with no.
I hope you're right.
Nobody's that thick.
I hope you're right.
No one's that thick to walk away with no.
To spite people.
All this time he's doing this, value's dropping.
I hope you're right, mate.
I hope you're right.
I think it's like sabotage. He seems to be doing everything to make the club less valuable.
Yeah,
if he'd have sold it end of season and he's still got the assets, i.e. the players that he's sold under market value, and he's got an up and progressive young manager in Danny Roll, somebody would have paid more than what they're willing to pay now.
But do you know what, Lee? I honestly do think that half of this, or maybe half of this, is spite. because we've shown him up in press. Last season, we won him out, like, doing protests and everything. And I reckon this has gone to Thailand, this country. It's gone on news and everything.
Yeah,
and it's
like
thought,
you
you know
said,
what?
if he-
And it's thought, you know what? Fuck them. I'm going to fucking show them who's
Yeah,
boss.
yeah.
And he's doing
Like
this.
you
to
said,
spite
if he
me.
doesn't need the money, he's using daddy's money. It's not
Correct.
affecting him, is it?
Correct. He's doing this as spite. That's what he's doing.
But that's what an evil man he is, and that's why
There you
I
go.
said on the podcast before, this man needs removing from
Out.
Sheffield Wednesday immediately.
In any way, shape or form, get this
And
guy.
anybody-
Lee, there's no point in him staying. He won't be welcome back. He won't be able. Do you think he'd be able to go to Wednesday ground and see a match? You think that guy would be able to? You don't. Not in a million years would that guy be able to go anywhere near that stadium. He'd get. You know what he'd do? They'd probably tie him to his daft elephants. What he's got. I love him. He's done. That's what they'd probably do. Oh, sorry. Sorry. That's what I'm
John Russell says he bought Wednesday with his pocket money from his father. Had 2 years where he had a go, then run out of money and had no plan B. Does that sound a fair assessment?
Nail on head, dear brother. Nail on head.
So we're coming to the end of the show. I want to thank you both for your contributions. Everybody's seen how passionate you are, and I genuinely, from my heart, to you guys, to family members that I know support Sheffield Wednesday, I genuinely hope that it works out and you get the sale you deserve, and hopefully you get the glory days back to Sheffield.
Lee,
Obviously not against Rotherham or Man United.
Lee, as a Wednesday fan, I know we've had us banter. We've nearly come to blows and all that rubbish. That's just through banter. But you know what? You're a fucking legend, mate. And I can't wait to have a drink with you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know
I
really can't wait. So big respect to you. Big respect to all your family. Big respect to all your listeners. Big respect to me, obviously, Mark, for being on this show, showing how passionate we are. Big shout out to my wife, Lauren. Like I said, beautiful wife. I won't be the guy I am today. We are here. Big shout out to my daughter, beautiful 19-year-old Leah Whitworth, Remy Whitworth. Big shout out to mum and dad, everything. Big shout out to Wednesday fans. Come on, lads, stay loyal. We're gonna fucking get this takeover.
We will be live.
Show what time it is. Come on, Wednesday.
We will be live again on Thursday for the Premiership boys. So we're live again at 8 o'clock on Thursday. I won't be on the show because I'm away. So please like, share and subscribe. And thanks again to our wonderful Sheffield Wednesday guests. And we will see you Thursday.